So I've spent the last maybe 2 hours on Notion again. Nothing to do with Mina or Brian or anybody except myself. So what I did was I actually made this podcast workspace. And now that I know how to use Notion and it's not a pain in my asshole, I figured it out. And I made a large, I don't want to say large. Right now it's tiny because there's nothing in there, but I brought everything over from my Google Docs. I have the golden BBs. I've talked about that on the show before. Anytime I make a small change or an adjustment or remove something, I just log it. And then I have the table of contents. So it's kind of like I can click a link and just go directly to episode 408 if I wanted to, and just see what I wrote about and see the dates, whatever. So I brought all that over here. I brought the business revenue. I made a business revenue tracker because at the bottom of the description, I've got the income today and then total income, all things business since December 20th of 2024. So I have a little button here. Actually, I got to change the color of this motherfucker. But I have a little button here for all of this, so I can track all of this here in one spot. Oops, I fucked that up. Wait, what's going on? Hold on one sec, fellers. I made these buttons the wrong color, and I can't even see them. Okay, that's fine. So I have a couple buttons. So I click on MeFit or I click on PT Dom, and then it puts in all the info. I just have to click on the amount, and it'll tally up and tell me how much money I made from each. Just a cool view. So that's just going to help with the caption that you see. Then we have the podcast milestone. So what day I hit what milestone. So right now I'm going in increments of 500. So the next one would be 7,000. I've also, below that, I've got the Golden BBs podcast. Yeah. Then on the top, I made some buttons. So I click on one, it takes me to the exact page to upload a podcast episode, which is very, very cool. And I wonder if I can embed this. But I can. Let me see what the listens are real quick, because we have been getting some listens recently. It's been pretty cool. Like, whoa, what the Ooh, I almost pooped. I thought I had 557 downloads today. That's for this month. So right now we're actually on track to... Yeah, we are actually on track to have the second highest listened to month of all time. The first being October of 2024 with 804 streams. Right now we're at 557, and the second highest is January of this year at 606. So we need 49 more listens, and we get second place. So that's cool. I want to see the listens for the last... Where's the fuck? Downloads. I want all time. Average downloads 366 a month. I've got a total of... Dude, just tell me the total, bro. And Podbean, what'd they do, bro? I just want totals. That's it. There we go. 6,589. So today, dude, can I just see today, bro? Please. Please, dude. Today, we had... today we only had... Wait, what, dude? How many we get today? Today says we've had... That's not correct, bro. It says we've had 2 today. It's not correct. May 26, 9. We had 9 yesterday. It's actually the first day in... Let's see. First day since May 10th. So first day in 2 weeks we had a day under 10, which is cool, dude, because we've gotten up to 40. Even got 57 one day. So that's really cool. Looking at what was listened to on May 7th, because I got 57 downloads, it looks like a group of people, like 6 people, listened to 552, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, skip a few, 65, 67, all in a row. Really interesting. Don't know who those people were. May 7th. 6 people did that. Or 6, I don't know. Anyway, so I have this button. What the fuck is this? So I have the buttons for Podbean. So I click that. I go immediately there. That's just kind of a nice little feature to have because I click it and I go directly to the website. I don't have to open up Google Chrome, click on the little button, and then go there and navigate. It's all right there. Pretty cool. Also got a button to click on to go to my Spotify, which is pretty cool. So I click on that. It takes me to my Spotify so I can just have really fast access to seeing my Spotify. And then I've got a button that takes me directly to my ChatGPT project, which is very handy. So I don't got to go open up ChatGPT, then click on project, then click on podcast, and I'm there. Just boom, there. Also got a button that takes me to my transcripts page because I do not want to paste the transcripts into Notion. I feel like that would just bog it down quite a bit. And I'm just going to keep it in the Google Doc because the original goal was to make this public so that anybody could come in here and just Control F and figure out when I've said what I've said. But I have not made that public yet. I'm not hiding anything. I've said everything here. But it's just one more thing that I have to worry about. I just don't want to worry about it, honestly. So, wait, did I not do episode 584? Wait. What's going on? Did I not upload it? Wait. 584. Why is 584 not on Spotify? Wait, what's going on? 584 never got uploaded. Media Manager. When did I schedule this motherfucker for? Oh my, I scheduled it, dude. I scheduled it for tomorrow, dude. Today is May 26th. I scheduled it for May 27th. Oh, what an idiot. So let's go ahead and publish that. Let's just publish that. I'm going to put LMAO. Oh, because So what happened? Hold on. So what happened is at night, or when I record the show, I click on schedule episode, then I click on the date, and then I always go not to the black one that is already highlighted. I click on the next one because that would be tomorrow. But I did this after midnight, so when I clicked on the next day, it made it for tomorrow, which yesterday would have been in 2 days. That's what happened. So let's just publish now. And I put LMAO nice, if you know, you know, from episode 585, but 858. What's going on? 585, because today is 585. I'm going to publish that. Dude, that's so funny. Usually somebody will text me or send me a message and say, yo, dumbass, where's the potty at? But nobody did. Did I get a message that I'm just not aware about? Kind of hopped off social. So I don't know if I'm getting messages or not, to be honest. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I made this whole Notion thing. I've actually got my podcast embedded here, so I can just click on this button here and just play. Or not. Oh, there we go. I'm playing music. Hold on. Try to get organized and get that rolling. I think the sooner I can get that rolling, the better, honestly. So I'm just working on it. So I think it puts the most recent episode so I can see what's live and what's not. So I think any second now it should update to, how do I reload this shit? I don't know, I guess we'll see. I also have this little widget. It's just a clock, shows me the time, the day of the week. It's I don't know, it's cool. And I have a small little calendar on the side, and it just shows me the dates I can click through, and it's a little calendar. We all know how much I fucking hate when I can't just find the goddamn calendar that I want. So I fixed it. I made it how I want it to be. So that's very cool. I also got to change where do I got to go? I got to change this calendar for shit real quick. It's so funny. People make businesses off of Notion. Notion is a business. It's a company. They make this product for organization and documents and sharing and workspace. There's businesses made that make templates and widgets and all of that for Notion. So their whole business model, 100% of it relies on Notion staying afloat. I just think that's so crazy, dude. Good for them. I mean, they make some pretty cool shit. Upgrade to create this widget. Upgrade, pay money for $1.49 a box, dude. Paying $1.49 a month up for this nice little widget. And it looks nice, dude. I'll give them that. Could I just not screenshot and put that image in here? Oh shit, problem solved, dude. Take a screenshot, let's do that right now, just to be an asshole. Can I at least upgrade to create this widget? Can I at least change the color before I paste it in there? So can I create this widget, current plan? Nope, I can't. So we're just going to I guess I can't, huh? It's made a highlight on the day. I don't want it to show the day. I want it to wait. But this one's nice because it can. Nah, we're not gonna fuck them. It's all good. That sounded gay. It's all good. So anyway, I've got this whole Notion thing for myself now. And honestly, this is pretty damn cool. It's very organized. So, of course. And then in the very middle, I didn't even finish. Holy shit. In the very middle, we have where I write the podcast. So we got, for example, 585, title. And then the only thing now that it says is business revenue tracker since 2024, December 20th. And then income today, 0, total income since I started, which is $5,067. That's all that's there, because now what I do is I restructured my ChatGPT prompt in the project. Dude, I got so many tabs open. What the fuck is going on? And so now it includes, and this is gonna sound so funny, but I spent probably an hour today trying to figure out how to make Notion populate the date that I triggered the button, but populate it so that it doesn't say today. It said like literally the word today. I don't want it to say that. I want it to say May 26th. Tomorrow it'll say yesterday. In 2 days, I believe that's when it'll say the date. But I don't want to wait 2 days to copy paste. The whole intent is push a button and copy paste. That's it, done. So what I actually did was I told ChatGPT to put the current date and time. And guess what it did? It did exactly that. So in the past, I have an episode I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out this automation using the automation app that is native to all MacBooks. I did it, and I've just been I've been pressing a keystroke, and that puts the date, the time, the day of the week, all that stuff in the exact format that I want, comma, spaces, AM, PM, all that. So now I don't have to type it all out. I don't have to use the brain power to figure it out. And I could have just said, hey, ChatGPT, hey, go Gabriel, do this. And it could have. Now, here's the thing. Now, I'm just going to put it in right now. So right now, I'm just gonna grab a random transcript. I don't know why that sounded like a random tramp stamp, but we'll just click on this one. Click copy transcript. Now, I'll just paste it in there. So it is May 26th, 11:48 p.m. I've noticed that it does not get the time correct at all. So it says May 26th, 2025. 11:45. That's not correct. It's 11:48. Now, if I do it again, let's see what it says now. Now it says 11:59. Still the correct date, but it's not the right time. So if I do it one more time, is it going to be midnight? Is it going to be a new date? What is it going to be? Oh, I just stopped it early, so now it's probably freaking out. Just go, dude. Come on. There we go. Recorded on May 26th, 2025. Writing this at 11:59. So the time is wrong, but it's close enough, it seems, that it doesn't matter. 11:59, and then it did 11, what was it? Let me go back up. It did 11:45. Like it's in the ballpark, and I feel like that's fine. I feel like, though, now I just have to make sure that I watch it, because I don't want it to say some random date, October 38th. I don't want it to say that shit. I just want it to say whatever today's date is, and then I'm actually going to try this at midnight and see what it does, because it should say that the date is the 27th of May, and then it should put the time past midnight by default. So anyway, what I do now is I'll take that. I'm just going to do a little dummy test real quick. So what I'll do is I'll take that. Can I just get it, dude? I'm getting pissed. Here we go. I'll just click the button. So now I don't have to highlight anything. I just click copy. So click. And I come over to Notion, Control V, and it's done. It's in there. So it's in a call out. So I believe I can just copy that, go over to upload a podcast. And I think if I just Control V, I actually think it fucks it up, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of does. So what I can do, so here I'm going to have to copy paste the whole thing. Wait, what if I go like this? Will that work? No. Damn it. So still kind of a pain over here. I have to copy the whole thing. Nothing new here. It's what I've always done. But to be honest, it's kind of crammed now. It doesn't, what's this? Right to left. Isn't there a spacing thing here? When I upload in Podbean, it's a little different. Code, bookmark. What is this? Page break? Table? Anyway, so it's a little crammed in the description, so I'm kind of interested to see what that looks like, because there's no gaps, and I don't want to have to worry about making gaps. I just want one and done. That's all I want. Like doing a podcast every single day for now 585 days straight, I just want it to be quick and easy. I want it to get over with. I just want to, dude, in an ideal world, I just record, and I talk, and then I'm done. Have somebody else or a system or whatever handle it, upload it, schedule, all that shit. Just that would be phenomenal. So if there's anybody out there that could help me out with that, and you want to just do this for free, I'm just playing. I'm not going to delegate this to anybody quite yet. I'm cool doing my own shit. So I got to log into this guy. I just want to fix this calendar because it's Wait, what the fudge is going on? Can I just make it all one color? Dude, that's how they get you. This is the same thing as the other one, but that's how they get you. No way. So if I change to header background, calendar text color, calendar background color, oh, dude, that's how they get you. Well, that's not the same color. What the fuck is this? I knew it was a steel blue, dude. I fucking knew it. Wait, if I make it this color, it shouldn't be blue. It should be gray. So if I make it, sorry guys, I'm calendar header border. Okay. Calendar background, calendar header background. There we go. So let's go. I'm making this calendar nice. Hold on, guys. Let's make it that color. So since it's a hex code, we'll just copy that. Calendar background. Same color. It's a little bit too... What if I make it a dark gray? Let's do that. 2020. Change this. Text color. Calendar text color. I just made the same exact goddamn thing that they were offering for a paid version. Dude, that's so funny. Copy, URL, paste, embed. Get rid of this one. Oh, dude, that looks nice. Dude, that looks nice. Dude. Oh, that looks nice. 100%. That black, dude. Figured it out. Dude, that's so sick. Anyway. So we have the calendar view in here so I can see what day is what. And not have a freak out session here. I will say that the way Notion moves the options on here is kind of shitty because I can't highlight the button. Wait, wonder if can I add shit inside? Let's see, can I just put that inside the... No. Wait, can I... Dude, there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. Copy, embed URL. Right at corners. So, embed. Upload. Embed link. There's gotta be a way to edit this, dude. Copy link to blog. Replace caption align. I don't know. The shitty thing is you can't go more than 1 month. I can't copy paste this in the new June, July, August because it just, when I reload it, it just makes it all May. Don't want that. It's stupid. That's what I'm saying, dude. Just make the shit work. If you're going to have something, just make it work. Don't have something and have it not work. If you're going to have something, whatever it is, make it work. Okay, so anyway, so now going back to what I was saying before I got massively derailed, and actually, let's derail again. Let's see if my podcast thing uploaded. So yeah, so it says 584 now, so I can see my latest uploaded show. I also put a big PNG file, just photo of the podcast cover art, just kind of so I can see it there, and I'm like, hey, this is my podcast file, cool shit, right? Anyway, so I have this button, so when I click the button, it just makes a whole new podcast entry. So if I click it, boom, here we go. A whole new podcast entry. Now I just open that up, and then I paste a new one in, change the title, highlight it, and I'm good to go. Open transcripts, like all my links, everything that I need, all in one spot, which I'm pretty hyped about it. So now here comes the test. I'm going to run with this, and if it's asked, then that sucks, and I'm not going to use it. But I think this is going to be nice. I think the organization is there for me because I love that stuff. It looks so crisp and clean. It's got the dark theme. We got all the different things that we need. Big fan. It just looks nice. Links to everything. I just need to use this how I designed it, so that way it makes sense. So I'm going to give it an honest go, and we'll see what happens. So, what the fuck is going on? So, today I actually had a Zoom call, not with Mina, but with Andrew. Andrew is the probably like the number one side guy for ME Fitness. He is the training specialist, does all things training, all programming, all fitness, everything like that, exercise guides, form critiques, all that. That's him. He is his own profile, his own account within ME Fitness. So in EverFit, there's a group chat. So there's Mina, which is either, it's one of his shadow coaches, or Mina. Mina's part of it, obviously. And then there's Andrew, assistant coach. I would call him like head coach. And then there is the client. So it's 3 people in a group chat. And he is kind of very front-facing, client-side, client-oriented, and so I was asking him and another guy in the group, what is, what am I trying to say? What would be the easiest or the most convenient way to go about transitioning all of this stuff into Notion so that it looks nice and that they can use it and it makes sense for them and the flow, everything works for them, you know? And so Andrew, I don't make any fucking sense, dude. Anyway, so Andrew was like, hey, let's hop on a Zoom call and we'll answer all your questions. We'll get it all done. So I agreed. The other guy said, sorry, dude, I'm busy right now, so no problem. So I had a Zoom call with Andrew and I recorded it. So I'm going to just put it in here. You can listen to it if you want. That's why the show is so long. But it's going to be at the end of it. And I believe the show is, the Zoom call is 31 minutes long. So it sounds like this shit. So you could just say group A is Monday, group B is Tuesday, C is Wednesday then.
Yes, and if there's a way that we can cycle them, in the sense where it's like, oh, he's doing group.
So there's a little sneak peek. The problem here, so what we did is we went over all things for follow-ups and me understanding the follow-up log. And it's easy to understand, but what's hard is making what we talked about happen in Notion, because Notion has a lot of restrictions. There's a lot of workarounds. There's a lot of things that you just cannot do, which sucks ass, but it's fine because Notion is the shit. It's very cool what you can do in here. So anyway, I want to make this work because this is money, dude. This is sweet. And it is working. It's just I'm figuring it out. Like, for example, last night I spent hours trying to figure out this check-in shit. It was a fucking nightmare, but I got it. And pretty cool because I'm pretty sure it's going to work now, you know? It just frees up one more thing that we don't have to, that we can put into Notion. And wow, I just got a pop-up that says you have 1 day left to upgrade. Well, Mina, what you doing? How's your wallet doing? Hey, how you doing? I did actually tell Mina, I was like, hey, we should get not the plus, we should get the business. Business is $24 a month per user. And if you want, you can take that $24 for just me, out of my monthly pay, which is $6 a week, not a big deal. And I hope he takes me up on that because I kind of feel bad that I am essentially the reason. What the fuck is this? I'm essentially the reason why we are doing this in the first place. I mean, he suggested Notion from the start. And what's really cool is when he said Notion, I was like, dude, all right, well, I tried that shit in the past, doesn't work. Turns out it does work if you just give it some time, because this shit is nice, dude. This is really cool. And I hope it works as good as I think it will, because I'm not going to be the one using it. That's why I'm trying to get as much info as I can from people who will be using it. Because on the Zoom call, I even said, I hate software that is made by people who will not use it or have never used it or have never been in the position to need to use it. They just make it off of theory or aesthetic or whatever. And it's one of my biggest gripes. But, yeah, so I would say that I'm well versed. Well, I don't know how in-depth that phrase even means, but I would say I'm experienced now with Notion to know my way around things and to make things work. Let's fix this before I fuck it up. Podcast. I need to put a mic emoji. Mic emoji. Boom. Let's make it green. There we go. So now, I mean, I could do so much, dude. This is actually pretty cool. But now we've got everything in one spot. So what's really cool about this now is if I'm going to use it, and I also have Mina stuff on here because right now in my private log, I've got all my stuff. Right now I've got podcast, and then I've got a running log. Actually, I got to put that in there right now. Let's do that right now. Run to May 20th. All right, let's not pick a date then. May 26th. Miles ran 1. Average pace, don't know. Mile. Oh, it was 10:25. Mile 1, 10:25. 10:20. Wait, what the fuck is going on? That's actually a quarter. So 10:25, so that'd be 10.5. 10.5. Average power, don't know. Average heart rate, don't know. Didn't have my Apple Watch, so I wasn't able to track that. But yeah, I've got a running log. I just want to see how I'm doing. I want to get better at running long distance, and I really want to make. I ran another mile today. Obviously, I'm talking about that. Felt good. Almost didn't go. I was leaving my mom's house, and I was like, I just want to go home, because the plan was actually to go to the where I live. I want to go to the Apple store and then trade in my laptop, because I only have 3 more days to do that. And part of me has put it off. The other part of me has actually tried. I even went into the store with the laptop, talked to somebody, and I said, hey, just want to trade this in. They said, hey, we'll have someone ride over with you. Just stay put. We'll come find you. And I was like, perfect. And no shit. 20 minutes go by, no help. I'm looking at the workers. They're just, looking at me. Someone would give me a little side smile. And I was like, you are shitting me. And so I just walked out. Fuck off, dude. I hate that shit. Don't make me wait, dude. Say, hey, okay, don't make me wait, or tell me it's going to be a certain amount of wait, and then, set the expectation from the start. Hey, look, sorry, dude, we are so slammed right now. We actually have 20,000 more people coming in the next 5 seconds. We're going to have to help you out in an hour from now. Is that cool? That is way better than, yeah, we'll come find you. And then 20 minutes later, I'm in the corner of my pants around my ankles just waiting, bro. So I left, and I tried to go today after I left my mom's. Turns out that, it's a holiday, obviously, and they're closed. They closed early. So I was like, holy shit. So then I was like, fuck it, I'm just going home. And then I was driving the road to go home, but that road also leads to the track up on base. So I was like, yeah, I'll go run. So I ran. It was short and sweet. Didn't really do anything else. I just stretched, ran, and then walked another lap, and just did it. So anyway, that's the running log. So I got all this, going back to what I was saying. So we got all my private shit, but then we have the team space of ME Fitness. And I've got everything. So I've got work and personal in the same software, and I can just go in here and pretty cool. Side note, I can't even imagine the code that goes into making something like this. This is incredible. What's funny is if you type in, so there's different blocks. You can do like a heading, a text, a bulleted list, a to-do list, a quote, a table, a divider, a link, a video. If you do code, you can click code, and when you click the options, this is what it says. It says you can turn it into something, you can write a caption, you can wrap it, you can select which language, you can format the code, you can copy the link, you can duplicate it, you can move it somewhere else, you can delete it, you can ask AI about it, and you can work at Notion. And when you click work at Notion, it takes you to careers. And I think that's funny because I don't know, it's cool. They put a link to work for them in a field that people who know how to use it, only people who know how to use it, would ever consider even typing it. So, customer success manager dedicated Japan. Yo, Shawnee, what up? Jake, yo. I think it says the pay. Let's see. One of them, I was looking at these the other day, and actually, engineering, customer success, customer, business technology, engineering, AI data specialist. Oh, yeah. So if I click on this contract right here, it says this. Oh, where is it? Nice to haves. Fluent in Japanese or Korean. It's interesting. This is crazy. The compensation offered for this role will be based on multiple factors such as location, the role's scope and complexity, and the candidate's experience and expertise, and may vary from the range provided below. For roles based in San Francisco, the estimated hourly pay for this role is $47 to $64 an hour. So that's kind of cool. Also, dude, I don't know. This is me just being honest. I hear that and I'm like, wow, that's so much. But then I'm like, $47 an hour, I think that's not even $100,000 a year. Now, I'm not saying that's not a lot of money, and I'm also not saying I wouldn't want that. But to be working for Notion? I don't know. I just feel like that should be more. And I don't know, I sound like an asshole. But when I hear $64 an hour, I just don't think that's a lot. What I think is a lot is like hundreds. Probably anything more than $400 an hour. I think that's fucking insane. And now again, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want anything less than that, but I make $30 an hour, and I just have so much ambition to reach that ultimate level that it's like, I didn't make $3,000 today. What the fuck's wrong with me? You know what I mean? So anyway, let's click on another one. Software. Let's see. Software engineer, Android. Oh man. Okay, there we go. This one's better. For roles based in San Francisco, the estimated base salary range for this role is $130,000 to $250,000 per year. What I need to bring. You have 6+ years of working with a team to build and maintain quality Android apps for a large audience. You're familiar with Kotlin and have handled UI, networking, and threading. Problem solving starts with a clear and accurate understanding of the context. You decompose tricky problems and work toward a clean solution by yourself or with teammates. While we are primarily looking for Android expertise, this role requires willingness to learn and work on a web stack, TypeScript, and React. You care about business impact and prioritize projects accordingly. I feel like they wrote this with AI. It says, you're not just going after cool stuff, you understand the balance between craft speed and bottom line. They use an in almost every one of, dude, they've used fucking AI to write this. So that's cool. 130 to 250. Let's go. A lot of this shit's in San Francisco or New York. Anywhere else? Product design. Let's go product design. Let's go UX writer. San Francisco. UX writer. They are 185 to 220 a year. That's crazy, dude. What language? Maybe I'm too ignorant to understand what the fuck this even is. Anyway, so let's get out of here. I just think that's interesting. So let's get out of here as well. I have the bad habit of just opening up so many goddamn tabs, dude. Leave. Exit. All right, we're good to go. So, back to the podcast log. I need to make this better. I move some shit around. Well, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all I want to say. I'm going to play the Zoom call with Andrew. He's a really nice guy. Stroking my ego there at the end, so if you want to stick around and hear that, then there you go. But yeah, so today, and this is just so the ChatGPT can get the shit and tell me and use the summary and stuff, but woke up today a little bit later. It was around 8:30. Just worked this morning for Mina. Had a Zoom call with Andrew today. Had a Memorial Day dinner with family today. Played some games. Worked and made my own thing with Notion, with my own podcast thing. Had a whole bunch of links, combined everything all into one. Ran a mile. It was a 10 minute, 30 second, roughly. It was like 10 minutes, 25 seconds mile. Had to use my phone. Is that it? I think that's it. And then I'm about to go to bed here. It's 12:13. Let's actually see what happens when I paste a transcription into ChatGPT with this new thing of the date. So it should say today's the 27th. I want to make sure that it does. Let's see. Oh no. This is May 23rd now. Oh no. How could I fix this? Recorded on. Oh no. Oh, if it says 12:40 a.m. Dude, it's not even close. 12:14. What can we do here? Let's figure this out. So what we could do is we can say recorded on /date today. No, I don't want it to say that. Date now. So we'll go now. And I think if I put now, it should say the date. Let's see. Title today. Fuck, did not. All right, let's undo that. Okay, let's try this again. So now it would be now, today. No, incorrect. Wait, is that gonna? No. Date. Dude, okay, hold on. We gotta figure this out. I'm trying to make a new field, and I'll just paste below it. Dude, what are you talking about? At date. There's no date? Oh, wait, you gotta go like this. Dude, I'm getting pissed. Date. Or remind. Okay, date. Date. So if I do this one, what will happen? New episode title. Fuck, dude. Let's try this again. Dude, I know I could do the date. It wouldn't do the time. All right, we're just gonna try them all. Now, it should work now. Okay, new episode. Today at 12:16 a.m. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure this out because it's doing the wrong dates. I might just have to keep on using my keystroke, dude. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Annoying, bro. Just work, you know? You're telling me I can't make it say today's date when I click the goddamn button. Date. Now. Today. Date. Day. All right, well, change of plans. We are going to formulate this so it says recorded on. And we are just going to do the keystroke because that's just what we're going to have to do. Oh, that blows, dude. So now we got to go into the... Wow. Okay. Now we got to go into the podcast, go back into the instructions. Now we got to edit this. Let's just get rid of that whole line of instruction. Let's save it. Now let's test if this works the way that we want it to before I leave. So pasted it in there. Okay, so we're going to be done here. Dude, that's so funny. I told it, I literally removed the whole code to... All right, we'll try it again. Maybe it's because it's the same. Dude, I just took the thing out. I said, do not say recorded on or writing. It says recorded on May 23rd, writing this at May 23rd. So clearly I didn't remove something well enough. Use concise language capture, speaking first. Okay, I guess we're going to have to say, do not include date, time, or anything else. All caps. Let's see if it listens to me. Let's just make sure. So let's refresh. Paste it in there. Let's see if it does it. Record it on. Now it's just not even listening to me. Now I have to fucking redo the whole prompt probably. Sweet. Well, anyway, so what will happen is I'll copy this and I would put it into the conversation, or to the, click the button, this pops up, record it on. I'm going to paste it right below that episode summary, and then I'm going to push the keystroke, put the date and time. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. I'm just so finicky with this shit. One thing that is kind of scary is it's so easy to just delete a whole ass entry of a podcast. Like I can just absolutely delete the whole thing. So in one click, just boom, the whole thing's gone. Don't like that. New episode, boom, recorded on. So if I fixed it. All right, well, little side quest there, but we kind of figured it out. So anyway, I'm going to end the show now. It is now 12:20 a.m. Holy shit. Tell you what, that is late, like it is. But if I get up at 8 o'clock, I'm getting 7.5 hours sleep right now. Like I'm good, solid. Okay, that's it. So that's the show. But now I'm going to play the Zoom call with Andrew, and I don't think it ends with me talking more. So if you don't want to listen to anything else, then peace out. But if you want to listen to that, stick around, just kind of listen to the thought process and kind of going back and forth on this project. And there you go. If not, I don't give a shit. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right. So tell me what you understand, or like how everything looks in your mind and how you're planning everything out. And then we'll go from there.
Okay. Let me get this text pulled up real quick. So, okay, let's see. So a client joins, they go through onboarding, they do all that. Then their actual start date of day one of the program, that's when they would get everything assigned. So that's when the intervals would be set up. So if David if he does 3 check-ins the first week, then for example, it would go day 2, 4, 6 or whatever. The start of week 2, something would pop up or just be displayed that says this client needs to be put in a group chat. Then we can just say yes or no, they're in a group chat. Then from there, it would do either you or David for the first week follow-up and then alternate from there. And I think that's it. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but that's, in a nutshell, I think that's it.
No, yeah, that's basically it. Now there's a couple of little things that I think are pretty important, I would say.
Okay.
Or they would just be like very useful. If you go to the follow-up log, there's like a current state or like a status of the client.
Yeah.
So that I think would be really helpful, just kind of like so we can also know.
Okay, I've actually got that in here, yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome.
Okay,
Other than that, what else was it?
The groups, how do the groups work?
So it was a little tricky at first, but I think how we got it down, like this is what it's agreed is going to be like the best. First week is going to be essentially just Coach Mina and the client are in a group. This is after the onboarding. They've said that they're going to start on this day. They've started on that day, and they've been doing that for an entire week. After that, the following week, I'm not sure if they're going to send them a message. So this is something that like they would have to like update me or let me know on. Like if they're going to say, hey, like it's time for you to meet Coach Andrew on that second week of actual like coaching. Like they are on the plan, they are following everything, and they're going from there. So then after that first week, it would be they're joining a group chat with me. That's what it should be. So week 2 of actual coaching, they're joining a group chat with me, Coach Mina, and themselves.
Okay. So just the first week is just Mina and the client. That's it. Like no group chat.
Yes.
Week 2, they get put into a group chat with you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there on, just nothing changes, just group chat. Just alternate.
Group chat and just alternating.
Okay. There would be an easy way to make it so if they join us, like for example, if they join on even weeks, which would just be in the system, then you get the first check-in or the first follow-up. If they join on odd weeks, then David would get it. But I feel like that could make an imbalance long-term. Like if, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if 10 clients join one week, but none join the next week because Mina's doing a sale or something like that, it just makes it uneven. But that's an easy way to do it. It just makes the workload, it just leaves the workload up to chance rather than making it even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. No, I think that's why I think the groups that we have is a good idea. It's like a good base to keep. If we can have them sectioned off into 3 groups, and then if when you add, for example, client A is going to be joining group, what's it called? A, sorry. So client 97 is going to be joining group A. Client 98 is going to be joining group B. Client 99, and this is like as we add on more clients.
Okay. What do the groups do? Like, what do you, so like if a client's in group A and B and C, how do you know, like, what's your system for, I guess, what's the point of the groups when you're looking at the log? Is that like a visual or is it something else?
This is visual. It's really visual. It's not really anything. Like, honestly, if we deleted the groups, the fact that there's like a bar or a line in between each section is kind of, that's basically what we go off of. Everybody in group A, it's kind of just like something you can think out, like just conceptualize. But everybody in group A, in that top like chunk, are the clients that we are going to follow up in one day. So we're going to follow up with all of these clients in group A, and then we kind of make note of what day that we followed up with the clients. I don't know if this is super important in the sense of like, we're making sure that we're following up with, we're kind of like, we don't want to follow up with them like, oh, every single time Coach Andrew or Coach Mina follows up with me on Monday. And so like the client sees that and they're like, oh, maybe it's just like automated. I don't know if that's an issue.
No, that's smart. Yeah, I would try to avoid that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but that's what we're doing. So we have, since they're in like, we have group A, group B, group C, we make sure to alternate like the days that we're following up with them on based on the groups. So that's okay. Like another little curveball in there for you.
Okay. I think 3 is good too because that's an odd number. So, well, shoot. Hold on. Mm-hmm. So for example, if you're doing group A today, it's not both you and David doing it. It's either you or David doing all of group A today. And then tomorrow, so if you did group A today, David would do B tomorrow. You would do C. Oh, no?
So we go through within a week, me and David. So like, for example, if it's think about it as more of like, it's Andrew's week or it's David's week that we alternate for.
Oh, you alternate weeks?
Yes.
Like everything within the week?
Yes. So, for example, this is my week today. Or this from, what is it? From the 26th to 27, 28, 29. So basically for these next 3 days, I'm going to be following up with clients.
Okay. You said the next 3 days?
Yes, because since we only have 3 groups, group A, B, and C, we only need 3 days to follow up with the clients. And I think we want to keep that up because the majority of the check-ins are in the later like ends of the week. So we're going to try to keep the follow-ups on those first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay, so you don't do any kind of follow up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
No, we don't do follow up in the sense of like reaching out unannounced. So like we do that unannounced reach out, aka the follow up, and then we continue conversation as needed throughout the rest of the week.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So just to double back on it, it's like these next 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today's Monday, I'm going through group A right now. And I have half of them.
I see.
Yeah. And then tomorrow I'm going to go through likely B. And then I'm going to go through all of them there. And then C I'm going to go through on Wednesday.
Okay. I'm just writing all this down.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just say group A is Monday, group B is Tuesday, C is Wednesday then?
Yes. And if there's a way that we can cycle them in the sense where it's like, oh, he's doing group A on Monday, and then next week he's doing, or like Coach Andrew or like if you look at it's random right now, but I'm sure there's a way that we can systemize it so that it's just like group A is being followed up with on Monday, and then next week they're being followed up with on Tuesday, and then the week after they're being followed up with on Wednesday. And this is going to be something that alternates between both me and David.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to make sure on, that we're not following up with the same clients, or that we're not following up on the same day between me and David.
Okay, so what we were talking about earlier, you don't want to do the same message, or hold on. So you don't want to make it so that every single Monday you reach out to the same client. You want it to be different. Is that what you're saying? Like that's what Sorry, I'm trying to understand here.
No. Repeat what you said.
So earlier we said that reaching out the same exact day every week to the same client would kind of make a red flag, like, oh, maybe it's automated, right?
Yeah.
So you'd want it to be...
So we'd want it to be something, if we can categorize them, like the clients, into groups via like what we kind of have here being group A, group B, group C. And so they would be like client one, or like, let's give them a name. So like John, for example, would be in group A.
Okay.
And then Stacy would be in group B. And then Michael would be in group C. And then we add and subtract clients as they're kind of in the like ebb and flow of just like being in the program. Like people.
You mean like take them out of the program completely, like when they don't renew?
Yeah, like let's say for example we have a client, they join, they're going to be added into, because you're going to have, or like if there's like a little ticker that you could also have that mentions all of the clients that we have in group A.
Yeah, I can do that, like a total.
Yeah, that would be good. So that you can, or whoever's adding in clients can easily see, okay, we have 90 in group A, 90 in group B, and 89 in group C. So I'm going to add group C. Like I'm going to add a new client into group C. So that would be good. And then, but yeah, so like here, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just trying to make the whole, we're not going to message them the same exact day every week, because if it's A, B, C, I guess you could, because you can like switch it up. So like week one, you do on Monday, you do group A first, and then week two, you do B first or something like that. You can do that, but I'm just trying to figure out how I can make that cycle that way so that you're not messaging John every Monday.
Yeah. No. I don't know how you the only way I can see it systemized is just Monday is group what's it called? Monday is group A for would it be better if we can't do 4. So I'm guessing we can't do like ABC alternates on Monday, like with it, because it's going to be a 3-week cycle. That's my only issue. Oh, but it's 52 weeks, so let's say that. Maybe there's a way we can do that.
I think I can make it repeat Group A on Monday every 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
So that way the other, every 3 weeks. Wait, what would it be? Every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then Group B would be every 3 weeks on Monday. But then it would... You know what I'm saying? So like it would be kind of like a staircase thing. So it's like week 1, Group A is on Monday. Week 2, B is on Monday. Week 3, C is on Monday, and then it repeats.
Yes. And then same thing.
Oh, that's so tricky, dude. Okay.
Is it?
No, it is, but I can totally do it. It's just like the more complex it gets, it's just like the more shit I gotta like. The messier it gets on the back end, so it's just like harder to keep track of where everything's going. But totally doable.
I'm trying to also think like maybe we can. If this would be better, if you just had them in groups A, B, and C, and then what's it called? If there's something that says when they were last responded to or when we last followed up with them, because then we can do it that way. Where I saw that Group A was followed up with on Monday, so I'm not going to follow up with them on Monday. I'll just follow up with them on Tuesday, and I'll start with Group B.
Okay. That's pretty good. Last followed up with?
Yes, that would be great. And this doesn't necessarily have to be for something with all clients. This can be just with the groups. So you can have like some ticker at the top that just says Group B has been followed up with on, or maybe all clients would be easier. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I could actually make it just so it says, I think, but it says like Group A, Group B, Group C, and then you just pick and choose which one you want to start with for that week.
Yeah, because that's the easiest part.
Yeah.
That's something we don't have to automate that.
Yeah, that might be that'd be way easier to make because it's just like you just pick which one you want to start with.
Yeah. Like it's just an easy example.
Okay, yeah.
You explain to whoever's doing the follow-ups, you just explain to them, hey, there's 3 groups. Make sure you're not following up with the group the same as last week. Make sure it's a different day.
Yeah, that's good hell, dude. That's so funny. That's easy. Yeah, trying to overcomplicate. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll do that.
No. It's good. It's good. I think we're figuring out a really good pattern.
Yeah. This is good. That's so funny, dude. Okay. Yeah, we can put like a little chart or a little text that says week 1 was A, week 2 was B, week 3 was C or whatever, and then just keep track of it so the person doing it can see.
Yeah. So what's going on through your mind right now? How do you feel with everything? Is there anything that's still like loose?
Well, I feel my idea was to assign each check-in or each follow-up to each coach, but with this, I feel like we don't even have to do that. It's just like, okay, it's David's week, so he can just go in there and just do his thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that actually simplifies everything. Let's see. Yeah, because the original vision that I had was like every follow-up from every client in one column, and then every follow-up from every client in another column for the tomorrow. But I think that doesn't really even make sense. I think what we just talked about makes nothing but sense. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed here. So we wouldn't have the automatic alternation. It would just be like, you just go in this week, and then David goes in next week. So is that cool?
I think if there's a way that we can have, because like me and David understand, we're like kind of on, like he knows that I'm going off of it for this week, and I know when he's going off of it, or like when it's his turn. Like I know when, like we understand that, but I think having something that kind of puts like their name, like this is Andrew's week, or this is David's week, and that alternates. I think that would be very helpful, especially in the future, because like let's say for example we have like 1,000 clients. We're probably gonna have more people doing follow-ups.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So having something where it's like this is Mike's week, this is John's week, this is Raphael's week, and then you go like based off of that. But with that, I think categorizing them in A, B, and C is going to be really good.
Okay, I'm sure I could figure that one out as well. So you just want it to say or to show whose week it is.
Yeah, and then what day? We could even we could even take it a step further, because like we're probably, let's say for example, we have 2 coaches doing follow-ups. One is doing group A, B, and C, and then another one, if we have that many, is doing group A, B, C, D, E, F, is doing like the next, like the other half. So we may have to like group it in that sense, but that's probably going to be a lot more trickier. But
okay,
but you kind of get the like what I'm trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I could make this happen too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What sounds the trickiest as of right now?
I think trying to make it display whose week it is in a way that doesn't look like absolute shit. Because there's ways I can think of doing it right now, but it looks so bad because it just makes different tables like on top of each other. So it's like you have this table and then another one and then another one. They're not all one table. It's different. And it just adds so much extra shit to the screen. And it's just like, what am I looking at? You know? So I can do that and that works, but it just looks bad.
If you want to do it this way, this also could be color coded in the sense where like, I know that I am blue, for example. I know, and we, you know how we have the update request log.
Yeah.
Like, I am blue, Johnny is red, David's yellow, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can do that. So each person, so like I have a color, and when it's my week, that whole column will just be a particular color.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah. It's just to color code it. Yeah.
Okay, color coding it. Okay, so that's good. But yeah, again, I'm just throwing like ideas and trying to see what would best flow with everything, and what wouldn't make it too complicated. Because that's I don't want you doing something that's ultra complicated when we can simply simplify and explain just a little bit more.
Yeah, I think what we've got now is fine. I think I just need to like actually kind of mess around and see what I can do. And then if I can or can't do something, then I'll probably get you again and then we'll do this again.
Okay, bet. Then let's do this. Let me know. Let's go back to like the beginning. Explain how you understand everything and what your like vision / idea is. And then we'll just make sure everything's on par, and then we'll go forward from there.
Okay. So week 1, it's just the client and Mina. That's it. Like that, week 1's done. Week 2, we put the client into a group chat with you. So then there's Mina, you, client. From there, they get put into a group, so A, B, or C. And then that cycle starts. So whoever's week it is, they take care of check-ins that week. And then what we talked about, like the cycle. So like it's just like you have 3 columns. You just pick one for that week and just do that on Monday. Pick the next one Tuesday. And then there's something that says when they were last followed up with. So we'd know, okay, we did Monday last week or whatever. If we don't track that outside of it, so like it would just be like, okay, we last followed up with them on this day. I'm sure I can make that happen. Like if you click a checkbox, I think I can make it so like when you click a checkbox, like you followed up with them, like they're done, that it puts the date that you followed up with them. So then you can see that last followed up with on a different view. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you don't even have to put the date. It can just be the day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay. And then, let's see. Yep, that's right. And then we want to display whose week it is. So Andrew's week, David's week. And then color code it so that so you're blue, right? And then David is yellow. We can keep the same colors or do new ones, by the way. It doesn't have to be. You want to just do that because you guys are familiar with those colors?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah, you hit everything on the head. Only other thing would just be crap, I lost it. What's it called? Oh, a total of.
Oh yeah, that's right.
In each group, yeah.
Okay, got it. That's actually the easiest part. It's just one button, so that's cool.
Perfect.
All right.
So, yeah, I know. I think we're on a really good pace right now. I think everything is set up really, really well, actually. I think the way you explained it and everything that you just said is spot on. It's literally perfect.
Okay. All right, dude. Well,
yeah.
I'll get to work on this, and then I'll see what I can figure out, what I need help with, and then honestly, dude, I think it's just about, for me, just making it work the way that we talked about, because what we just talked about on Excel, like that's pretty easy, but doing it on this new thing, it's just a little bit harder because I'm not really familiar with it. But
okay, yeah, let us know. Give it a shot. Let us know what isn't like working, what is completely fine, and then we'll see what we can do around that.
Okay.
We'll go from there. David also has a couple of other things, but everything that we set up should not interfere with that at all.
Okay.
This is a good starting point for right now.
Okay. As I work on this, I'll just send you screenshots in the group with me, you, and David, and then you can just say, hey, no, that's ass, or hey, yeah, I like that, or whatever. We'll just go from there.
Bet.
Cool, dude. Sounds good, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, dude. This is freaking insane.
Yeah. Oh, just wait, dude. I got so many other things. Like I got the follow-up log, or the onboarding log. I'm trying to make it, this is some next level shit, but I'm trying to make it so you have your own like dashboard. It's like all your clients, all your client adjustments, your shift hour. Like I'm trying to do that, but that, that's a different thing. But
you're the man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's gonna look like, I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen real quick so you can see the vision. You see this? So it would look something like this. So it's like, here's all your clients when they check in. Here's your responsibility for onboarding.
Oh, damn.
And then here's all your client adjustments. It's like Dan Saunders got a new program on December 34th. Assign, due date, whatever. And then you just click done.
Great. This is going to be freaking really good, dude. Because it's like, what we need to do is we just need to build the systems so it's foolproof, so that when somebody or a coach or whoever comes in, they're not like, geez, I have to learn every single thing. It's kind of like, oh, this is the work that I have in front of me.
Yeah, that's the whole vision, actually. Because I told Mina, I was like, I want to make it so it's like impossible for anybody to screw up, like just misclick or whatever. I just want to make it impossible. But
yeah, dude, and you fucking, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you started taking over, like some of the little, like when you took over the what's it called, the updates, I was like, geez, thank God. Like before, it just looked so ugly and it was tacky. What is going on? That
green sheet update request thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's so funny because this whole thing started when I wanted to. So there was some guy that I wanted to be my fitness coach, and he was selling programs. And if you bought a program, you got this big Excel spreadsheet that talked about macros and calorie splits and everything. And I wanted that spreadsheet because I was like, that's so sick. And he charged like, dude, it's so funny. He said he charged like $300 for like a 12-week thing. And I'm like, that's expensive. I get bullshit, which is so funny. And so I was like, I'm going to learn how to make it myself. And then I did. And ever since then, dude, I've been obsessed with it. It's so funny. But
dude, you're a wizard. You're a freaking wizard.
I appreciate it, dude. Hey, since I've got you here, I'm going to show you the client update. So this is what we were just talking about. So same thing. So, so this would be every single request. So like so this is how it would work. I'd click new request or whatever. It's kind of tacky. Like you got to type everything in this way. So it would be like, John Smith, and then you just type in the same exact thing here because that links it to the profile. He doesn't have one here, but we'll just do Bob. Actually, we'll just do this just so you can. So it'll be this, and then the change wants more food, whatever, and then it's just nutrition, whatever. And when you click this button right here, it puts in the date. So it's assigned today. Who are we going to assign it to? Okay, it's for me. Or whatever. Due date is this. And then when the other coach will do this. So when Mina comes in here, or whoever the coach is, they come in here and they're like, okay, this is mine. When it's done, I just click done. This goes to complete. It says completed by, date completed. And then here's the cool part. So this looks like there's a lot of stuff going on. If you click this, it just shows all the ones that haven't been done yet. This shows the due dates. So I have to filter it out. A lot of this isn't done yet, but tomorrow we have this that needs to be done or whatever. Then we have all the incomplete ones for each coach. Mm-hmm. So let me actually I'm going to undo this one. So all the incomplete ones. So all of my check-ins or all my adjustments that I need to do are right here. All of Coach Mina's are right here. Yours are here. Johnny's here, whatever. And then this is all the completed, so you can see how many each coach has done. That's just for fun. Yeah. And then this is kind of unnecessary, but every single client tracks every single one of their adjustments. So it's like Bob Smith, here's all of his adjustments.
I like that a lot because I feel like sometimes I've made an adjustment for a particular client and I'm trying to go back and see what adjustment, like where or who, like for example, there's some clients where I would make a specific adjustment for, and I'm like, who the fuck did I make that adjustment for?
Yeah.
And I like,
cool.
This would be fucking perfect. I'd be like, literally, it's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we would need.
Dude, I got to show you this. So you know when you click when you go into the inbox in Everfit, you have to unread the first message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check this out. So you click the message box. Okay. Oh, it's gonna open up on this side. So it opens up here. It doesn't even take you to a conversation. It's like you don't have to worry about unreading shit.
Oh, that's
I know it's so small, but you don't even have to.
It's small. No, but like stuff like that is like really good because sometimes I feel like clients are being missed.
Yeah.
They'll do that, and the person, whoever is updating it, especially if they're new, they're not going to realize that. They're just going to be like, okay, go whatever, swipe to whatever client. They're not going to know to unread the message.
Yeah. I mean, I actually did that when I first started. I'm like, hey, I didn't read it, but it's when I first started. But yeah, I just boom. Why does it go over here? Yeah, it doesn't take you to a conversation, dude. That was not intentional, by the way. I just did it, and I was like, oh shit. So it doesn't read anything. But anyway, I got so many other things. Dude, Matt, hold on. You got some time? I'm going to show you the onboarding thing.
Here, I was going to say I actually got to run.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries.
Low on time for the Zoom. Mm-hmm. But I got to go and continue following up with some like more of the clients for today, but I think what we have right now is super, super solid.
Cool. Sounds good, dude. Well, sorry to keep you, but
no.
I've only shown Mina this shit, so I just want to get somebody's feedback that's using it. So
no, dude, you are. I have a lot of trust in like what you're doing. Like I kind of just like know like this dude he's taking good care of us.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal, dude. Dude, my biggest gripe is people, like, I'll use a software or some kind of system, and I'm like, it was made by people who don't even do the job. You know, I used to be a FedEx driver, and the software that we use, I'm like, dude, some fat fuck does not, he made this, bro. Like, he has no idea what it's like to be a driver. So, like, I'm trying to make it so you guys, you know what I mean? So, anyway.
No, you're doing it. You're fucking doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fucking fantastic.
Oh, I appreciate it, dude. That's very nice of you.
No, dude, keep at it. I'm gonna let you go. If you run into any issues, literally just send them in the chat, or if things are going really, really well, just progress, whatever, just throw it in, and we'll go. Hopefully, we can get a chat with me, you, and David very, very soon, or like when you feel like it would be a good time to reconnect, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And then we can go from there.
Cool, man. Sounds good.
Dude. Fucking let's do this shit.
All right, peace out, dude. Have a good one.
Peace. Take care.
Cool.